third. Oh, I don't even know what I wanted to say. give me 1 second while I finish to set up the microphone. Just 1 second. There we go. Though I may not know what'll happen, I know where my heart will go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Model Fia's final stream. Last we were here, several things were happening, but we're gonna go with the story right now. I wanna find on the wild a single... Oh wait, the owlbear is blocking the, you wanna say, I'm a lightsaber. Why? Also, howdy Presto, good morning. What I wanna find is a single... Oh, yee. Ah, there it is. There's the exit. By the by, if you are a Puyo fan, Mado fan, and this is your first time tuning in, be forewarned! This is extreme spoilers of the endgame of Mado Fia. And I say it lightly, extreme spoilers. As you cannot get more spoiler-y than the final... than the last part of the game. How's my MP? No, my VT is fine. I don't know. It's the only bit I can think of. They haven't seen me, they haven't seen me, I haven't been spotted, I haven't been spotted, I haven't... Oh, it's behind the door. Therefore, whoop. I'm gonna miss this game. It's really brought me a weird sense of joy playing it. Pickled scallions. I think we can do it. Where? Oh, it's up there. Hold on. Go. But why JoJo specifically, and why now? Ah! The good old Sugi ni omae wa! Why are you purple? I'm a lifesaver. Oh yeah, baby. And then I was gonna be in shock. Over there. What floor am I on? 16. Floor 17. Jesus Christ. We're exploring every single place that was like important to the plot. Oh, and now we're back into the clock tower. Oh, that road led to nowhere! Still need... Oh. Okay, dude. It's not that I don't like this path, but... Ah! Wait, there's a door this way. Can I jukes the Puyo? Ah! Get juked! Get schmixed! Ah! Yes. How are we doing stat-wise? Just a little... Just a little shaken. Okay, this works wonders for me. Is it on the far right side? Okay, you know what? Let's floor douse this place. No, I was right on the money. Stay there, disbelief. Okay, floor 20. Ah. Floor 21. Let's continue on. Oh, nice. So polite. Waiting for his turn to strike. Okay, now we have to schmix it. Schmixed! Get schmixed! And there was a ghosty like outside of reach. Okay, I think we're gonna have to fight. Fia being like, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. That is, if we can just sneak by. Yeah, sneaking by. Ada! Sneaking by. No, this one we have to fight. While I'm at it. Uh-oh. We have a little bit of a situation with Will. Luckily we have all of these apple juices. Okay, we have 2 crystals too. That's as prepared as we'll ever be. Floor 24? Floor 25. Floor 25. Okay, I'm gonna presume that it's floor 30 that I'm gonna have to be worried about. Ida! Okay, wait for it. Ah, the little the little No, I'm gonna pass on that opportunity. I'm just gonna pick it. over there, but through the back path because that way we can just smack this guy. Oh, we're gonna smack this guy anyway. When did the blaze get removed? 3 times! Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. There is something bad happening right now. We don't have crystals. And you might be like, oh yeah, well, you know, crystals are not exactly that important. Like, no, we don't have any other crystals to revive our friends. Therefore, any fight could be our last. I don't see the exit this way. I'm gonna go down. Ah, there it is. Okay, I wanna see something. Okay, yeah, it was floor 30. But we're still in a big disadvantageous situation. Well, nothing that saving cannot help us with. Start from the floor, yes, please. So Western was suppressed. Auto, please. I mean, if you say it like that. Oh. Wow, 2 sneezes. Okay, do you remember how? Will no. It's the magic creation. Okay, we have a lot of items, so we can just go. Yeah. I'm gonna keep everyone alive today. But with a little firestorm. Oh. Was it using a magic artist too? But it is using artists. Oh no! Eska! Fuck! Oh, fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Ah! Ow! Oh my god, it is indeed using... It is indeed using magic! Ida! Ah! Well... How do we beat this thing then? Okay, evidently, if this is an enemy that we fought, it's not registered. Fuck. So now everyone's back at the yard. It's almost as if nothing has been happening right now. Skito Lara-san is also in the yard. Also, hi, Rainbow. Yo, y'all gonna be going to a fight? To cheer you up, I'll unveil my special dance! Don't hold back and watch it through! Yeah, but unfortunately we cannot stay for long. Wait, the autosave? I loaded the autosave! I'm dumb as fuck. I'm dumb as bricks. Okay, equipment, great magic. I have Holy Blast. It should be using Holy Blast. This looks a little bit more cinematic and dramatic. So this is indeed the final boss. Holy fuck. try my best to keep everyone alive. Keep on firing. Everything today counts. Come on. We're gonna stay doing this. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Ita! Come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's down! It's down! It's down! It's down! It's down! It's down! Everyone keep hitting it! Woo! Woo! Oh, this is EXP, baby! Hey! And we got 3 blasts right at the very tail end. Wow. Hmm?
核になっていたこれを倒したから塔が崩壊を始めてる。お約束の展開か。脱出するぞみんな。
But Toto.
ティアちゃん。トット逃げよう。ああ。
Okay.
集まっていた魔導の力が拡散してく。
So that means we won, right?
姫様。あの子たちやったのね。
Well, apparently I did it.
どうか無事で帰ってきてください。
ああ、なんか帰ってくるの遅くないじゃろか。 校長は少し黙っていてください。
Even in the tail end, Eggert is still being.
来ました。
Yay!
危なかった。もうウィルが変な方向に走っていくからよ。
Will said, let's escape! Let's escape! Where to? Anywhere!
危なかったですよね。
近道っていうか、偶然床が抜けて下の方までショートカットできただけだよね。
Wow.
本当に生きてるのが不思議だ。
お、先生、私たち魔王っぽいのやっつけてきました。
And everyone is happy about that.
見ていましたよ。お帰りなさい、皆さん。
じゃあ課題は？
もちろん合格です。
Yay!
さあ疲れたじゃろ。ご飯を食べて休んで、また明日から勉学に励むのじゃ。
Okay.
お腹空いたね、かーくん。
Hmm?
投射角だと魔導神服。
And Carby is like at the tail end of a window.
勉強したはずなのに。
フィアさん、悩むなら声を出さずに。試験中ですよ。
ごめんなさい。何やってるんだか。悩むフィアちゃんも可愛いですわ。
Even within a test.
そこまで。
Yes, Will.
ウィル君、叫ぶ前に答案を持ってきてください。はい。いろいろ大変だったけど、試験はこれにて終了です。みんなが揃って進級できるといいわね。
Something tells me that one of them is not gonna get promoted.
終わった。自信の方はどうなの？
Not at all.
見える？
Yeah, there we go. That's the kind of answer that I would give in college.
そうなの。私たち学校のみんなを守ったのですから、進級試験くらい合格にしてくれてもいいじゃありませんの。
No, that's
それとこれとは話が別ってことよ。まあ不合格でもまた私が勉強教えてあげるわよ。こんなのやだ。みんなと進級したいよ。
トットはどうなるんだろうな。
Oh, yeah, good point.
トットの魂をここに留めてくれているのは学校に仕掛けられた魔導ですから。
Hmm.
定例祭でそれがリセットされちゃうとトットも消えてしまう。またトットとして実体化したとしても、それはもう以前のトットじゃない。
なんでだ。せっかく魔王を倒したのに。
私トットに会ってくる。
Okay.
ここでじっとしてても仕方ないよ。トットと会って話してみる。
That's a good statement, actually. Hold on, let me turn on the light. I'm allowed movement again! Wow, it's not over then. Wait, is it not over? It's not over! Oh, now the Dragon Father is registered as a character. Okay, the magic creation, an eternal, immortal existence born from Toto's body because of Wister. It controls all element magic artists and its attacks are ferocious. It was the final enemy standing against Fia in the Grimoire Tower. I'm missing the reds. I'm missing the reds for both of these. God. Well, all's well that ends well, I suppose. But it's still not over.
や、いや、試験はどうだった？
Did you not take the exam too?
まあまあかな。
これで君たちは見習いを卒業して晴れて一人の魔導士になるわけだ。おめでとう。
Not yet.
試験に合格してたらだけどね。
Good point.
いやなら大丈夫。きっと合格してる。
How are you so sure?
そういうなら自信持っちゃうよ。
何十年もいろんな生徒を見てきた僕が言うんだ。間違いはないさ。そんな顔しないで。僕意外と平気なんだ。そもそもそういう記憶も消えちゃうわけだからね。
But that means that the memories of them will also disappear too.
そうだ。もし僕が消えずに残っていて、また君の前に現れたら、パーティーに誘ってくれるかい？
Oh, so he is aware.
もちろんだよ。何度でも絶対。
Fia.
ありがとう、フィア。
Fia. Oh.
ウィスター先生。いや、ウィスター。お主には魔導倫理における13もの重大な違反行為が確認されておる。この罪は中央法廷にて裁かれることになるじゃろう。
Oh, we have a court.
あなた方は大きな過ちを犯している。大いなる魔導の未来を潰したのだからね。
反省はしとらんようじゃの。
大魔導士の遺産は世界に解き明かされるべきだ。我が師もそれを望んで私に。
あなたは本当にあの人を自分の死だと思っているのですか？
当然だ。私は。
ではいつどこでどうやってあの人に会ったか覚えていますか？
それはなんだ。私はいつ死と出会った。どうして何も覚えていない。
Oh.
私は
Okay.
やれやれ。ウィスターもまた大魔導士に人生を狂わされたものじゃったわけか。そしてトット君やローズマリちゃんも。ついに精霊祭の日が来てしまったの。
もう何度も経験したことです。私は慣れています。
Oh, and now Toto's gonna be appearing with the flower.
何も変わりませんよ。この学校はずっと昔から同じ時を刻んでいます。
I can't help but feel bad for Rosemary. Hmm?
やあ、ローズマリー先生。
Ah.
どうして？
約束だったでしょ。精霊祭の日、ここで会おうって。
No, I knew it.
覚えていたの。
A little bit too late at that, though.
覚えていたのは僕じゃなくて、もう一人の僕だったよ。
No,
記
oh,
憶は体に宿るんだよね。彼は、もう一人の僕は、あなたにこれを渡したかったと思う。
wait! Oh no, it's floating all over, so. And with this, she can finally bring closure to that. Hmm? Wait, did we just roll oh, we're rolling credits! Okay. But there's something here that doesn't add up. So, something here doesn't add up. Because we still have a lot of quests to, that haven't been finished. Mato Monogatari. Hey, hey, hey! Listen, okay. I'm gonna wait until the credits roll and see if I can have access to the rest of the game to like voice out my thoughts about this game. Because I have been waiting for a small time to talk about this game and my thoughts about it. It's a nice theme. D4E owns the credits to the original franchise, to Mado Monogatari. Just a single translator? Ah, and the proofreader. Okay. That's... I don't think anyone tested the hat voucher thing. I don't think anyone tested the hat voucher. Ah, that is a pretty image. What's that? Capture. Capture button. Yay. Hmm?
ここは。フィオ?
Wait, he didn't forget.
フィオちゃんの名前を呼びましたわ。
Or didn't he?
トット、俺たちのこともわかるか？
フィル、エスカ、リーナ。
Is he barely remembering?
やったわ、成功よ。
Hmm?
みんな、どうして？僕の記憶は。
これを使ったんだ。この記憶を集める壺に私たちの中にあるトットの記憶を。
It's the same bot! Okay!
トットが自分のことをまた思い出せるんじゃないかって。精霊族や竜の王様は消えてしまってもそこにいたでしょ。きっとトットも同じだと思ったのよ。 トが自分自身を観測してそれを認識することで、そのため客観的情報として私たちの記憶を。
Okay, that is actually very cute.
もう解説はそこまで。一番大事なこと言ってないもん。おかえり、トット。
ただいま。
Oh, my heart!
全員が揃った。俺たち
Ah, that is so cute.
その言い方だと永遠に始まりそうにないですわね。
Aww.
誰かさんは試験に合格しないと進級できないんだけどね。
Oh, that got a tear out of me.
ああ、そうか。僕は進級試験を受けられなかったから。
いや、トットだけじゃないぞ。
Stop.
え
Don't you tell me.
またなのかい、フィア。
だって自然魔導士っておばあちゃんから聞いてたのと全然違うんだもん。
And again with that.
先生たちが今回の活躍を考慮に入れてくれて、トットと一緒に追試を受けさせてもらえることになったのよ。
ともかくチャンスをもらえてよかったな、フィア。
ギリギリで生きてるフィアちゃんも可愛いですわ。
Come on.
やれやれ。また大騒ぎになりそうだね。
そんなわけで一緒に頑張ろう。
There we go. Fia and her classmates' story still continues. Select save data from the continue menu to keep playing. The Holy Spirit Festival. Oh, okay. Let's see. Because technically we did finish all the quests.
こういうのはどうかしら。そうね。
課題報告まで忘れずにしなきゃだね。
That's it. Yeah. I've received your assignment report.
こういうのはどう。そうね。
課題報告まで忘れ。
いいわね。こういうのはど。
I forgot that you had to turn in your assignments for a second. I was like... Because now I get access to these little things. Depression, Dark Storm, and Resurrection. Wait, there's a... Oh yeah, there's a Great Beyond Mage. There is no other objective anymore. But wait, what if you still talk to people? Oh. You have gathered 3 books. To Fia, you restored my memories. I'm deeply grateful. You're all the greatest friends I could have. I swear to return this favor one day, even if I were to lose those memories again. Damn, Toto. And a letter from Eggard. Fia, it seems you've stepped foot in every dungeon. You've become quite splendid. For such a feat, I will send you a small present. Please put it to good use. What if we talk to everyone? You are a candidate for Will's hero party. With that in mind, study diligently. I still plan on standing next to my brother. I'm so glad Toto was able to keep his memories. I wonder what will happen to Professor Wester. Well, it's settled.
ダメよ。
Ooh, we found one. We have gathered 4 books. Wait, I think I know where the last one might be. It's the only place we haven't checked ever since we started this whole thing. So the end-game, post-game content is basically this. It won't... Oh. What do you mean it won't open? Fuck you mean it won't open? It's gotta be in there. It's gotta be in there. I'm indebted to you and everyone else, Fia. Thanks again. I'm thinking of returning to my village after so long. Would you all like to come along? Oh, that would be neat. Now let's actually talk. You're all still inexperienced. I will continue to train you strictly to become upstanding mages, so be well prepared. That is actually really cute. The thing is, it's the hat. We were never able to interact with the hat, and that to me is... talk. I'm so glad everyone was able to safely be promoted, though Fia was just barely able to, as usual. I was never able to interact with the hat! And there's a lot of classes that I can take, but I'm gonna do these in my free time. In the time being. Ugh. Is it the same treasure chest as before? Oh, well, alternatively, I could be pulling weeds. Oh, you're working quite hard to take the initiative to pull weeds out. Thanks for upkeeping the school grounds. Please continue to do so occasionally. Okay. What about you, girl? How was the Holy Spirit Festival? I got closer with my senior classmate. It's a memory I'll cherish forever. Damn, bitch. Damn, bitch. You could've just not. Yeet! Oh, sunset's nice. Where's the last one? It has to be inside the treasure chest, right? I safely passed my promotion exam. I can take it easy for a while now. Let's keep doing our best. Dang. Even Eska cleared the exam, which is honestly far more surprising than Fia failing. Is it just me or did I hear a noise? Well, well, well. It is indeed a well. Is there nothing in here? It has to be inside the little treasure chest, but how do I open it? Does it open after a certain amount of hours playtime have been finished? I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't really know. Sorry about that. Oh.
歩いて騒がず走らずだよ。
Oh, Yuriko's here.
きっとうまく
Your stories have only just begun. Don't rush things and follow the path you believe in. What would Egger tell us? What? I had no good sayings? I haven't gotten serious yet is all. Okay. Oh, some games do this little thing where you can check on the character page for a character after a certain point in the story, and their information will change. But Toto is still the same. A boy with a gentle and friendly personality. His hobby is making money. He acts much like an informant, selling information about the academy to students. He made a promise to someone, but he can't recall it. And Wister. Wister's the one that I'm interested in. The head researcher at the Royal Magic Research Institute. He left in order to become a special professor at the academy. He once learned from the great legendary mage. We met all the Cardians. We have yet to meet all of the Banshees. And the Soul Daimos, which is very funny that Soul Daimao is a race. The fortune of today. Let's see, a bunch of curry. Yes, I will! The level of enemies in all dungeons have been lowered. Let's speak inside. There's something inside. Okay, that was a good finding. Oh, don't mind me. I'm still trying to find a way to like use the hat voucher. You know what? I'm gonna search it online, like real quick, because that is indeed a thing that I was wondering for the longest time. Malofia hat voucher. You need to have the vouchers in your bag to use them. It won't take them from your container storage like the rest. Okay, I'm gonna search voucher. I can, you actually have to wait until a certain request from the request box appears. Oh! Okay, let's do some requests! Requests are actually like my favorite part of this game, so let's do some of them. Now I'm feeling extra motivated. Can you share some magic stones? 7 Mysteries of the Academy, Part 3. There's apparently a hat-shaped creature that sucks out your brains in this school. Well, it's just an urban legend, so I'm sure it's made up like the others, but if it's true, we have to get rid of it. Okay, let's see. The third of the 7 mysteries is a brain-sucking hat. That's scary! Apparently the hat is actually alive, and it demands something. It's rumored that Wild Student brought it here. If you don't give an answer, it forces itself on your head and sucks out your brain. If we find it, let's burn it. So now we just have to approach the hat? Wait, could this hat be the brain-sucking hat? It was in our classroom! Is it to suck the brains out of hat students? No, that can't be the reason. This must have some kind of trick. Wait, something dropped just now. A voucher? Something's written on the back. This hat is a magic artist tool that creates an item when you put 5 vouchers in. Use it like a magician. Wait, then it's it backwards, and if you gather 5 vouchers, it becomes a brain? Why would you do that? Still, the vouchers are a mystery. Like a magician? What was that wild student's goal? And... okay, what's inside? Oh, magic ring. And that's how you do it. Congratulations! We have finally used the vouchers! Yeah! Woo! Wow! I am... honestly, yeah. I'm honestly very happy about that. In the end, it was just cheap garbo. Oh, the fourth 7 mysteries is a supposedly named naked window, but it seems to mean that what's made naked is the information of people reflected in the window. It's rumored it was once set up in front of a school gate, but it was removed. Okay, let's see it. The fourth one is a naked window? Why would something like that in the school? You don't become naked, but the info does. In exchange for getting information you want, your knowledge also gets taken. It's Toto's business rival. Wait, no, I don't need to pay him anymore. I can't get pickled scallions from this. What are you even worrying over? Now you might have to wonder where the hell it is. Cause I doubt it's like in here. No, then it has to be something like that. I'm gonna check the principal's office. Oh, that's the window? This dirty window is the naked window? If you clean it, it doesn't suddenly take your clothes off, right? Well, we can't confirm it unless we clean it. Here, a cloth. So I'm cleaning it. Scrub, scrub. Oh, there's something written here. Tempting info about school life. There are professor's secrets written. Even if it has magic artists to retain info, it doesn't seem to be taking yours, Fia. It seems to have a spell that attracts dirt from around it too, so it easily gets dirty. So it's made dirty to hide students' info? Did a wild student do this too? Or it could be that, or it could be so that even if info's taken, no one can see it. I can't read the actions of that wild student. Ooh. So we're clearing the window, Via. Thank you. It's no problem. It was bothering me that it was slightly dirty. And so that's it? Okay. That was a little bit more boring than I thought. Okay, one more. Do you know about the 5 lamps set randomly around the school grounds? They're fixed in place, but apparently they can't be moved because they have a deity's protection. It's rumored if you can light all the lamps, you'll receive that deity's blessing. Let's see. The 5th of the 7th mysteries is Lamps of Protection. There are 5 lamps in the school grounds, right? Wait, are there? Either way. So those are the lamps of protection. Apparently, if you can light all 5 lamps, it's rumored you'll receive a deity's blessing. It's pretty peaceful compared to the previous ones. Alright, let's try to light them. It's good that it's just here. So I see 3 lamps on this side. Ichi. Just lighting one makes me super tired. Let's call the others and light them together. Looks like we can't. It's made so that unless you light it by yourself, the light disappears. Oh, what's wrong, you two? Are you testing out the lamps of protection? Oh, Professor Ribbon, that's right. You know about the lamps of protection, Professor? Well, I heard this from Vice Principal, but apparently a valuable ring from a graduate is sealed by them. That graduate was wild but popular, so many people confessed their love. But the ring was too much, so it was sealed away. It's first-grade equipment. If you release the lamp's seal, you can take it, so it's good to test your strength. I can't help but think it would be filled with a nasty aura, though. Oh, there's the 5. Ah! The illusion ring. Okay. Simple. Simplistic. Gokako. Okay. We've been using it without much thought until now, but apparently this box is one of the 7 mysteries. I put my request directly into the box, but other people's requests seem to be sent in from somewhere. I'm thinking of testing out this box. Okay, and we're about to uncover all the mysteries right now. The 6th of the 7 mysteries is the Help Wanted box. This thing is pretty mysterious. Letters just show up in here. Right, even though no one mailed anything, there must be some magic artist cast on it, so we'll be investigating this box. Before this, I asked Will, Toto, and Eska to write their troubles in letters and drop them in dungeons. So those troubles might be sent to this box. Alright, let's try waiting for a while. Sorry. I have an idea. Oh, the Grimoire Tower is still here. Evidently. The good thing is that I can just, you know, enter through this, use the return device. And that makes time flow. See? We waited a while, but nothing was being delivered. There's not even a hint of anything coming. Maybe their troubles aren't that big. They're not even troubled. Pardon me, both of you. I can't seem to find an important document, but could it have been delivered to this box? Huh? There wasn't anything inside. Wait, there is? Oh yes, this is it. This is truly convenient. It was made by a wild but talented great mage after all. Though the downside is it occasionally attracts items other than letters. That wild person's involved after all. I wonder what they're like. And now, for the finale of the mysteries. We've explored the 7 mysteries and we're finally at the last one. I want to say is what I want to say, but the problem is that the 7th one is... So, there's no 7th one, even though it's a 7 mysteries. I see. So that means the mystery is that there's no seventh
いいと
mystery.
思うわ
Oh. Oh, that was a blind spot. Fia, you're on a roll. Maybe Professor Rosemary knows. She graduated from the school, right? You're right. Let's go ask her.
魔導の力を今こそ役立てる時だよ
Young. Open up the chest.
それをこ
It didn't open. Fuck.
どうかしましたか？どうかしましたか？
The seventh mystery of the seven mysteries. We want to solve the mystery of the seventh mystery being gone. There is none. In fact, much less there being seven. The seven mysteries themselves do not exist. But we found 6 of them so far. It is mischief caused by a wild student in the past. The traces of those pranks have merely lingered. The reason the seventh isn't written in the seven mysteries document is because that student didn't finish writing it. Then because they couldn't think of a 7th one, they stopped writing it in the middle?
言えば
Most likely. In fact, not writing the 7th one may be a trick in itself. I will return this document to the library. No, return to your studies.
難しい問題ね
Understand. I'm not satisfied. Oh, then Lena, let's make our own 7th mystery. 7 mysteries. How nostalgic. I wonder if that person's doing well. So it is the same person. It is our wonderful great mage Suji Tsukuru.
廊下は歩いて騒がず走らずだよ
I am not satisfied with this result,
こなしていこ
but okay. I think it's now a good time as any. I think now is a good time as any to talk about this game. So, I'm gonna take the headphones off. So, Madofia is quite the complicated title to talk about because it inevitably modernized a whole lot out of the Mado Monogatari franchise. And as you may know out there, the Mado Monogatari franchise is a dungeon crawler series. So how do you modernize a dungeon crawler? You make it an RPG. Like a traditional RPG, like a mystery dungeon-like RPG. Even then, I think the change from turn-based into action-based might not have been a bad change. It's just, there's several people out there who are not that used to change, so if you tell them that there's a new Mado Monogatari game in the franchise, and it turns out it's this, they're gonna be like, okay, can you give me another game? Can you give me, like, old Mado Monogatari? Old Mado Monogatari is extremely picky with how it displays its information. You would have to know that the bar from the outside of the bar outside, like the little glimmers outside, are indeed your EXP. You would have to know that the characters say themselves, I'm doing fine, or this didn't hurt at all, or it only hurts a little, to know how much HP they have, or something like, I still have enough energy left, or I'm very much at my limit, to know how much MP they have, because normal physical attacks did not exist in Malo. Like Malo, the traditional dungeon crawler, didn't have physical attacks, and it didn't show you physical information either. So, sure, now with the pretense of retrospective, we particularly know what it's like to play Mado because everyone has like documented all the maps, and all those things have been available to the public, and there's walkthroughs and guides and all that stuff. The problem is that if a game like that was delivered like right now, like think if we got like a new normal dungeon crawler Mado Monogatari, would it not feel clunky to you? Would it not feel clunky to you? And this is a question that I've been pondering for the longest time. Did I like this game? I did. Did I like this game on the premise that it is a Mado Monogatari game? I don't know. But considering what I know, considering that I played Mado 2 Game Gear. Mado 2 Game Gear is very simplistic and very easy to understand. And you can still get very lost if you don't know what you're doing. And that's true for every Mado Monogatari game out there aside from Saturn. Saturn is like the exception to the rule, because of course it is. But in Mado Fia, sure, you're not playing exactly the kind of game that was released in 1989, but let's be real to ourselves. Let's be real to ourselves. A game like Mado Monogatari from the 1989 into the modern day would only appease those old fans of a franchise. This might not look like it's incredibly valuable to fans, to old fans of a franchise, and that's completely understandable. That's respectable. However, I must add that it's because this game was released now that we know that like the modernities of game design have left us with a game that is extremely enjoyable and also at the same time simple to understand and get into. But tough if you want to look like elsewhere, like if you want to, oh, what is the thing that I want to say? If you want to do more with it. And to me, I think that matters the most. I think what matters to me the most is that Mado Fia, at the end of the day, is still a good game. It's still a charming game that has the humor. It has the high stakes of stories like oh, what was it like Tower of the Magician, for example. It has the stakes. It has the high stakes of Tower of the Magician. It's also an RPG that took us almost 40 hours to finish. So it is not a short game, by all things considered. It's no Persona 5 levels of long, but it's also no Kingdom Hearts 2 levels of short either. You know? You know what I mean with that? And see, the thing is, we don't get many things that utilize the Puyo characters in environments that aren't Puyo Puyo. This is a little conversation that I wanted to have a long time ago, but since I have a channel, I can do it like right now. So, have you noticed that there's no new Puyo game? I'm pretty sure that if you're a Puyo fan, you might have noticed that there's no Puyo game. That there's no new Puyo game. Have you noticed that people were vocal, like extremely vocal, loud and clear about Arl for Crossworlds, and it finally happened? Have you noticed that there's no games in the franchise that aren't exclusively Puyo Puyo? I'm here to have a talk about that, and if this talk is inconvenient to some of you, well, there's options for you out there. I wonder if there's a jukebox. Now that I think about it, I don't know if there's a jukebox in this game. If I go into photo mode, do I just get like the battle theme if I just select the school grounds? No. You know what? Yeah, I like the music of this game, so we're gonna... Shit! Damn it! Okay, you know what? We're gonna stick it there. This is gonna be our... I'm gonna want a better image. I'm one of the few people that gets a lot of mileage out of this little switch thing. Okay. Let's address the big elephant in the room. Let's, you know, as they may say, let's address the big Zodaimao in the room. So, conche tu madre. Oh, everything almost fell off. Damn. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's address the fact that Puyo Puyo has not had any usage of its characters or setting or damn near anything since Sega became the owner of a franchise. I know that everyone is asking, oh, when's the next Puyo game coming? Where is the next Puyo game coming? What are we gonna get when the next game releases and when it's finally out there for us? And to that answer, I bring you Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop. Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop is a fantastic game with an incredible story that is just Puyo Puyo 2. And therein lies the issue. Exactly therein lies the issue. If the gameplay is still the same, then making new ideas starts to get increasingly hard as the franchise evolves. We haven't had a single Puyo game that doesn't use Puyo Puyo as its mechanical drive. And that, for a franchise that is 25 years old, is it 25? No, hold on, 20th? For a franchise that is 35 years old, Jesus Christ, it is a topic that is worth discussing. Because the franchise kind of like peaked with Puyo 2, and then didn't know how to innovate. Innovation is understanding where the limits might be and how to overcome them. And to that note, I think that Puyo Puyon is still one of the better titles in the franchise, mostly because of that single statement alone. Like, Puyon understands that Puyo Puyo 2 cannot be changed. Like, the core mechanic principle of Puyo Puyo cannot be changed. So, what do you do with it? You change where you're playing it. You introduce rules to the board and all of that stuff. I'm really tempted to just plug in my N64 and play some Puyon Party. Like right now, make this a Puyon Party stream as well. But that'll have to wait. That'll have to wait. I'm gonna wait on that one. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. Now the weeklies have undergone minus two games, so maybe next week we can do that. We can have a session dedicated exclusively for Puyo Puyon, which is still my favorite game in the franchise. I hold a lot of respect for Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. We're gonna be playing that tomorrow. Don't forget. I hold a lot of respect for Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. I hold a lot of respect for Puyo Puyo Tetris, like the first one. I hold a lot of respect for Puyo Puyo Chronicle and Puzzle Pop. But there's gotta be a limit. There's gotta be a limit of how unsustainable it is to maintain a franchise that is this stagnant on gameplay. If I think about it far back, if I think way back, if I go way back, back to when Puyo Puyo Champions was released. If I think about it way back then, I think Puyo Champions was an insanely intelligent release by Sega. Insanely intelligent, because with that game, you've secured yourself a pretty functional and very rounded and established basis of your perfect ground for competitive Puyo. The issue therein lies on what the content of that game is. And that game is extremely barren of content. It's extremely barren of content, and in a game where all you would need would just be to put the characters from Quest into it. Like, you could have just made Puyo Quest champions and then introduce like Atari and the others in an update, and keep on expanding the character list to infinite pages. Because much like Pokemon, everyone's Puyo at least a Puyo character is someone's favorite. True! Okay, back to the topic at hand. So, Puyo Champions is an intelligent release. An intelligent release that was just done terribly wrong. And the issue therein lies with the fact that Puyo Puyo has had no change in how it plays since, I would argue, Puyo 20th. Puyo 20th is the last game where we had a notable mode change or a rule change or something along those lines. 20th was the last game where that was a thing. And in the era of modern games with your rollback netcodes and your rollback netcodes and your cross-platform multiplayers and all of that stuff, in the wake of that era, Sonic Team still deciding to go with restricted multiplayer lobbies for Puyo Puyo is kind of insane. Especially since they're the ones taking care of Crossworlds and they did it right with those. So it starts to become a little bit unsettling to the point where you're wondering what the hell is wrong with this franchise. The thing that is wrong is superficial at most. Like, don't take the words of someone like Missing No saying that Puyo Puyo has no drive. No, Puyo Puyo has a drive. Puyo Puyo has a drive. Puyo Puyo has a drive. There's like a lot of people who are highly expecting new Puyo games to be released and available. There's many more people who are highly anticipating translations from teams like Precise Museum, for example. There's a lot happening on those regards. But, and this is the important point that I wanna hammer in. You cannot really sustain a franchise if your franchise is basically holding on to a single thread, where the thread is the cycle that is 4 minutes of cutscene and dialogue and 1 minute of gameplay. It's unsustainable. In the longer run, it's unsustainable. And that is indeed a problem that originated with Puyo Puyo Sun. Puyo Puyo Sun introduced that as an idea. Like, you have a cutscene, then you have a Puyo battle, then you move on to the next cutscene, then you have a next Puyo battle. And I know that people love Sun, But come on, fellas, it's been over 20 years. I'm pretty sure that Puyo Puyo-san is like 30 years old by now, and if not, it's gonna turn 30 real soon. Let me look it up because I don't want to be labeled as an idiot for not knowing it. The year is 2026 and Puyo Puyo-san turns 30 this year. 30! So I know that there's a lot of attachment towards this kind of storytelling experience. I know that there's a lot of attachment to it. And I know that you can write a lot of stories, a lot of great stories with it. But the general progression is always gonna be cutscene. Let's have a Puyo battle. Puyo battle and shoes. Another cutscene and the problem is suddenly resolved, or another problem arises because of that Puyo battle, and then we move on to the next scene. If you don't see that as extremely repetitive, then I cannot help you identify that problem. I can't help you identify it because it's something that you would have to notice yourself while playing the games. There's only so much you can do story-wise to save the gameplay of Puyo. And that's why things like Mado Fia are extremely valuable for this franchise as a whole. I don't care if all we get is just mentions to characters like Soul, or Skeleton T, or the Banshee Trio, or Skerodara-san. I don't particularly care because we're seeing a story of the world of Puyo without having Puyo be the driving mechanic that pushes the story through. And this is the important point that I would like to hammer on right now. I would like more of this. I don't know if by the Mado Monogatari archetype, but I want to see more of this. I want to see more games that use the Puyo IP and the Puyo characters in settings that are detached from Puyo mechanically. And I'm not kidding. Arlen Sonic Racing Crossworlds is that hype because Puyo characters are not allowed to do anything but Puyo battles. And that is concerning. That is concerning. So sure, have it your way. Let's just say, oh, but it doesn't play like Mado Monogatari. Oh, it doesn't play like the old Mado games. It's not a dungeon crawler. Yeah, well, duh. It's still a great game. At the end of the day, it's still a great game. You know? It's still a great game with a good story, with a good progression, with good things. There's nothing wrong with Mado Fia. Well, there are some things that are wrong. For example, damage scaling with higher difficulties and what have you. Those things are just not my style, not my cup of tea. But if I were to say that Mado Fia is like a 6 out of 10, then people will be like, oh, then it's not exactly that good of a game. Likewise, I would say that Mado Fia is like an 8 out of 10. It's extremely... Hold on, I'm gonna pick up a call. ¿Aló? ¿De quién viene esta llamada? Deme un segundito. Hold on, check again. Pick up a call. That was my ISP. That was my internet provider. They were calling me like, we want to offer you a new plan, and I'm like, I contracted services with your company last week. No, but seriously, that was last week. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Sure, there are problems with Madofia. Madofia is not a perfect game. Some people might have problems with the procedurally generated dungeons, and that's completely fine. Some people might have problems with how your party can never not consist of Fia. That's fine. And some people might just be appalled by the slow progression that this game has for your main character. That is a problem that I have too. I still don't want to look at the horse in the mouth. You know? I still don't want to look at the horse in the mouth, because what we have here is a prime example of a fantastic small journey that I particularly enjoyed a lot. And I'm gonna be finishing the rest of the side quests in this game. I'm gonna be finishing the rest of the classes in this game as well. I'm gonna be doing that on my off time, because what I want is to just see it through. I see the vision with this game. I know that at the end I was just like climbing floor after floor after floor after floor. I know that. I think if this game had like limited interface, it would not be as good. I think that if this game followed the rules of the old Mado games and didn't modernize them for us to understand them better, I think that wouldn't be as good. Some franchises can take the benefit of minimizing their UI. Let's contrast this to another example. Like, let's pit, I don't know, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, sure, versus Kirby's Adventure on the NES, or Kirby 64. Let's pit it with Kirby 64. Kirby 64. You know the UI of Kirby 64. You have your HP gauge. You have your counter for the little. You have your counter for the star bits that you have collected, and you have your copy ability window, and all of that is present on your screen at all times. Kirby and the Forgotten Land has minimalistic UI, where your HP will only show when you've taken damage to show how much HP you have left, where your collected star coins will show up when you collect them and then leave from the screen. So that it maximizes the gameplay. I know that Mado Monogatari as a franchise was very, 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 very unique and risky with how it presented its gameplay style. Because up until that point, what did you have but text adventure RPGs? And Dragon Quest? And it chose to present itself in a format that is different. A format that is unique. Malafia does not follow that format at all, but it follows suit to the foundations that were led in that scenario, in that case. And that brings me back to the same argument, that I want to see more of this. I don't care what you think of Idea Factory or Compile Heart. I don't give 2 ounces of a fuck over what you feel or how you feel about Idea Factory or Compile Heart. I don't care. So long as we get more games that talk about the Puyo worlds, that don't have to be restricted or shackled by Puyo Puyo on a mechanical level. And that's why I like Madofia, because it's a break out of those conventions. It's like we're finally setting ourselves free from that. Getting unshackled by those things. And to me, that is far more valuable, far more reasonable, far more entertaining, far better. Far better. To me, that's far better. That is always going to be better than just receiving another Puyo game that still follows the same logic of cutscene. We solve this with a Puyo battle. Battle. Cutscene. Resolution cutscene. And then we move on to the next stage, which is once again the same thing all over again. At the very least, I can praise Puzzle Pop for changing the formula a little bit and introducing little challenges, little side activities that still revolve around playing Puyo. So I cannot really praise it that much, you know? Like, my praise starts at the story and ends exactly at the moment where I have to play Puyo Puyo 2 for the 50th time. Like, at that point, I don't care how good your story is. I don't really care how great your story is. At that point, you've lost me. And then you'd be like, oh, but you're a hypocrite because you like games like Panel Upon, which is basically exactly like that. And I'm like, yeah, but a gameplay of Panel Upon lasts so little that I can start one and end one in the next 20 minutes. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. Let me get a moment to prepare. Let me take a moment to prepare. We're gonna play some Panel Upon right now. Okay, now we're back. Now we're back. Let me take another moment to prepare for this. Why is it not here? Ah, that's because it's over here. I don't know if it's charged, but you know what? Technically, this is a title screen, so we can just close this off. Where's Panel Upon? Where's Panel Upon? Here it is. Nintendo Classics. Check out whether some software can be played or not. You know what? Yep. Oh, it was did. Where are you? There you are. We're gonna swap the category over to Panel Upon to show my point. Tone plus Panel Upon. Done. And we're gonna swap out the category for Panel Upon. Done. Okay. Basically, this follows the same structure as a Puyo game. And it's exactly the same, as I like to argue. Versus. So it's cutscene. Cutscene. Battle. Ah, fuck. Ah! If you're a puzzle game player, you don't live off of only Puyo Puyo. You need to survive in other hostile environments. Like, Ah, fuck, I'm so slow today. I'm so slow today. Holy fuck, man. There we go. I'm so slow today. What's going on? Maybe my mind was not set for a puzzle game morning. Except the cutscene this time was formed earlier. Ah! Uh-oh. Okay, what can I do here? I need to wake up a little bit more. Okay, this is perfect. 1, 2, 3. Ah, come on! Nice! I'm in 24. I'm rusty or still sleepy. Come on. Let's wake up. Yatta! Ah, fucking hell. Ah, shoot. Ah! If it was a little bit faster, I would have scrolled that other blue down. That's what I'm talking about! Is that an instant game over? Well, not yet. Thank you. That was an instant game over. I like saw the threats and I was like, oh yeah, I can do it. I can do it. Little Ruby. Really? I also like Ruby's theme. Wait, that's the one. Nice! I'm not worrying. I'm not worrying. After that 7, I'm not worrying. After that 7, I'm not worrying at all. Yatta! We haven't actively skipped any cutscenes, by the way. Ah, fuck. You could see the brain twisting and turning in the middle of it. Okay. Let's get you halted a little bit. Ah, damn it! Okay, that's gonna keep you busy for a while. There. That was bound to keep you busy. Ah! What?! I need, fuel. No, actually? Ah! I didn't swap it fast enough. Fuck. It's always the same. Ah! Damn it! Okay, at least they have an easy 2 over here. Which you cannot follow up with anything. As per the norm. Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna just clean. Ikuzo? Oh, perfect. Say what?! Okay. Okay, this is problematic! No! Okay, I was falling asleep. I'm just gonna rewind to the start of the fight. I don't want to use like a quote-unquote continue. It might seem like I'm in danger. And that's because I actually am! I love it when my drop combos don't drop combo, you know? Yeah, but what is the point that you're trying to make here? Well, the point that I'm trying to make here is that Puyo Puyo as a game mode is best suited for these little instances like this. Nice. It's best fit for these kinds of small gameplay, arcadey kind of like titles. And in a way, that's what the stories of each game feel like. You beat 8 characters and then you move on to the gauntlet of bosses and then you're done. And if you lose in the middle, you have to start all over, or you have to just retry the stage. Merm. There. Simple, easy. Ah. Ah! My drop combo! My drop combo is nowhere now. I never took the time to listen to the themes of panels. Okay, I think you're done. But not enough. There. Now you're done. In a way, Panel Upon is immortal because of that exact same thing. Because it's... You don't require more than one single game. You just play Panel Upon, and that's it. It's Panel Upon. Expand upon, and that's it. Puyo Puyo extended that same logic ad infinitum, and now it's getting to a point where it's becoming unsustainable. Like on a franchise level, it's becoming unsustainable. ちょっと Ah. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. No! What? Okay, no, I can save that one. Ah! If I'm fast enough, I can save it. There, I saved it. Ah, I knew it. I knew that it would like be like on the needle, but I knew I could save it. Get that. This mountain. Phoenix. I'm gonna with you because I wanna go with you. Soundtracks from the old SNES games are so timeless, dude. Maybe you can get something out of this. No. Couldn't get anything, dude. So fast? Access to, like, stone blocks? Alright, let's block this off. Now let's do this. Oh, I fucked it up! Hold on. Ah! Ah! You see, it's those fast changes that I cannot do, like, that quickly. No! What? Ah, it's the yellows on the left side. And the yellows on the right side. Okay. Ah, we've been abusing of rewind. What the? Yuppie! Doragon! Ah, my hands! No, not gonna be that quick. Yo, original Tetris attack. Ah, once again! Howdy, Carb! Welcome to the end of Mado Monogatari Fee and the Wonders Academy. We already finished the game. You might be wondering, I loved this game as a kid. I also was very bad at it. Alright then, I guess it's time to plug in the controller. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious, at the moment I say time to connect the controller, I'm like immediately making a 6 chain. Yo! Over here, who we have next? I think it's Thanatos? Ah, yeah. Mao Thanatos. Oh wow. I'm realizing just how little they changed to make this Tetris attack. And it doesn't play like Tetris at all! It's only fitting to fight the last one with Tetris Sphere also doesn't, but I love that game also. What is wrong with you? There we go. Ah! Easy. And Tetris Blast also is just Tetraminos. The way you clear lines is super different. True. But once again, get that. Hold on. Is that? Let me write it. My hiragana has to be on point for me. That's Google Docs, not Google Translate. Oh! So I was reading it right. It is Megami Cordelia. Damn, goddesses in this game. Oh, wow! Okay. Big, strong hit straight from the get-go. That's what we like to see here. It's gonna give us a lot of time to get things done. They're just climbing Kefka's tower. Allegedly, yeah. Wait. There. This. That. Another one. Easy money! Easy money! There! Ah! Easiest money! Oh my god. That was easy. Okay. So, why did we start playing Panel Upon after finishing Mado Monogatari, which is a Puyo Puyo spin-off? Or rather, the long-awaited sequel to the original franchise behind Puyo Puyo. Well, it's because stories of the Puyo games are better fit for short form factor like this. You know? Shorter form factor like this, where you just play an arcade mode, you see one full story and then you move on. And maybe that's why there's no other Panel Upon games in the franchise aside from this one and the GameCube one. Because you don't really need more than that. You don't really need a bigger story with bigger stakes in that. Because after 12 games of Panel Upon, my eyes hurt, my brain is aching, and this could have been an email, you know? This whole story could have been an email. And we finished it in, what, less than 30 minutes. We finished it in less than 20 minutes. What do these numbers want? What do they want, really? They want nothing. I'm blocking mobile phones all over again. These motherfuckers don't know when to quit. Anyway, yeah, until you get to the later Puyo games at least, Puyo Tetris is not super short. No, I'm completely aware that it isn't. I'm absolutely aware that Puyo Tetris is not a short game. I own Puyo Tetris and Puyo Tetris 2. I played them both to completion. Puyo Tetris 2 took me like 6 hours to beat. And that's 6 hours after fighting through teeth and grin Well, it felt like an eternity, you know? And meanwhile, here I am 30 minutes after starting Panel Upon, and it's already done. And it's the same with the, what will you call it? It's the same with the GameCube game. The GameCube Panel Upon is exactly this. It's the same exact story. And it's the exact same order. The exact same kind of vibe. Because you're not going to be playing the game for the story for that long. It hooks you in with the story, and then it tells you, okay, now that you know how to fight another player, fight another real player! And that's where the real fun of Panel Upon lies at. Puyo Puyo, historically, as a franchise, is a franchise that has taken a lot of its toll into the story mode, and the story mode is long. Like, extremely long. Was Kirby Star Stacker and the Pokemon Star Stacker thinking both Panel Upon reskins? Pokemon Puzzle League is a Panel Upon reskin. It was originally going to be Panel Upon for the GameCube. Like, the Panel Upon that released on the GameCube, that's what Pokemon Puzzle League ended up becoming. And Kirby Star Stacker is... no, Kirby Star Stacker is its own unique thing. At the very least, there's that. So, what do I want to see with Puyo Puyo in the future? I want to see more games. More games that are like Malofia. Where Puyo Puyo is detached extremely far from your connective tissue, from your gameplay connective tissue. I want to see more games like Malofia and less games like Puyo Tetris 2, for example. And that is a strong statement. Because, well, you see this. I own a lot of Puyo. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't know. I have Puyo Tetris on physical, I have Puyo Tetris on physical, I have Puyo Tetris on physical, and that's why it's not on this list. I have Puyo Tetris on physical, and that's why it's not on this list. The thing is, if your franchise has been stuck on the same gameplay loop and gameplay storytelling from the very first game, I think it's time to let the characters breathe new kinds of air. Make Arl drive the car! You see how happy the Puyo fandom is because of that thing? More things like that! More things like that! Put in effort among more things like that! Every single person in the Puyo fandom is extremely pleased and happy and stoked and fucking ecstatic and elated and excited about Arl driving the car! Every single Puyo fan is excited that Arl is driving the car! I need to be as ecstatic as he can possibly be, because you could have not expected my reaction to the trailer, because I saw the image and I was like, that's fake as fuck, and then I saw the video and I was like, oh my fucking god, it finally is happening. We finally have more than just Puyo games. We have something to look after. A Puyo game that isn't exactly a Puyo character that is allowed to do something that is not Puyo gaming. Didn't Puyo have an Apple Arcade one recently? Yeah, that's more Puyo. I don't know what to tell you. That's just more Puyo. And the thing is, I don't wish to sound extremely dramatic. But I've been following this franchise since 2006. And in 2006, I've also been following the franchise's growth of things like Mario Kart, Kirby, Mega Man, The Legend of Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, Kirby. Aside from Puyo Puyo. So Puyo Puyo, of course, is like one of my strongest my heart beats at its strongest when Puyo Puyo is involved. Because of course it would. But this franchise is turning 35 years old this year. Or rather, it's almost already 35 years old. And it's still following the same design conventions of cutscene, Puyo battle, resolution cutscene, Cutscene! Puyo battle, resolution cutscene. And that's a problem that originated in Puyo Sun, which is not re-released. And that's a problem that persisted in Puyo 15th. And they took the wrong lessons from that, and then in Puyo 20th, they just made it their entire motto. And now you approach any Puyo game, and it's exactly that. It's all the stories of Puyo 20th, but spread out into one incredibly long 7-hour drive. 7 hours, dude. Like, I can only play Puyo 2 for so long. Speaking of which, let's play some Puyo 2. Found save data? Yes, get my save data. Get my save data. This is now a weird case of I don't know how to rank this. So I'm gonna do the best of my capabilities and say that this is a Mega Drive stream. This is a Mega Drive stream now. Wait, why does it look like that? Ah! There. Now we're playing Puyo 2. I just forgot to change the category once again. If I had a mod, I could ask them to just change the category for me. Puyo 2. Please, yeah. The gameplay loop is basically this. How many times can you sustain playing Puyo 2 back to back to back? Okay, no, I'll die. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Oh, if that connected, that would have been awesome. But it didn't. Anyway, die. 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 Die 1,000 deaths. Thank you. But cheap. Ah, no! You evil pariah! And you might be like, oh, but what is wrong with this guy? He's just a goofy dude. Well, my next screen I'll show you. Power 2. Well, at least you're dead. That's a good sign. Get up! Boink. Ah, I couldn't rotate. I missed the little random crits from Puyon. Okay, that was smart. A little bit of extension into a 4-chain. Ah, there we go. And right as I was about to connect the blues. Of course you die right as I was about to connect the blues. That's why no one likes you, Nazugrave. From Nohoho stacking to Harpy stacking. Where's Momomo when you need him? Hold on. I just realized that my colors are, I'm confusing the red with the purple one a lot. I'm gonna change it. Oh, it changed immediately. That's so neat. I'm gonna extend that a little bit. Okay, you know what? No. No more. The message that I want to land clear is that I don't hate Puyo Puyo. Like, how could I? I might have been extremely detached from a franchise for the longest time, but I don't hate Puyo Puyo. Yatta? Oh, another one? Okay, parara it'll have to be. Parara. It's extremely risky. I don't know why I did that. But I'm not gonna extend it any further. There we go. Matadozo! Ah! Skate Olara? Oh, fuck. Oh, what? Was I always gonna be dead? Oh my god. Okay, no, I think I was right with this. There. Ah, really? I was still on the weaker side? That is insane. Insano mode. But I think I can do something with that. Like, release that, at the very least. Damn. Go. I still have to fight someone else in here. Pakista. I don't know how Pakista plays. Almost said Paquita. Like la del barrio. Uh-oh. There. Arigatara. Oh, Mamono! Not the mod, but Mamono. Oh, that was almost a 6. Okay, but no, it's done. Boink. Oh, perfect. Power 4. I can still save this? I can still save this. I needed to unrust myself from Puyo. I'll be playing Puyo tomorrow. How is he not in trouble? Hold on. There. How can I salvage this situation? I can't. Okay, let's rewind back the clock. Okay, no, I have to trigger that chain there. Did you not hear me when I said I had to trigger it? Wait. I cannot even rotate! I cannot do anything! Okay, there. Power 3 into power 4. Okay. Duh. Doraco Kentaurus. Nah. Yeah, I would like to drop. I would like to drop it like... I would like to spin it, please! Really? I would like to rotate! My goodness gracious! There. Did I do that, really? Wait, what if I... Maybe I can... Speed rep... No. Okay, I can do something. No. And get out of the way. You are kidding me! Ah, come on! Come on! Oh, God. Bitch! Okay, and where did I go wrong? Here? Why did I stack the green like that? One more. Bitch! Let me rotate! I'm gonna die anyway. So I need to find a way to trigger that chain faster. Well, whichever way you look at it, it's not gonna trigger. My goodness gracious. Okay, now I can trigger the chain. Ah. It took a minute or two, but it finally happened. Arellado special. Ah. Okay, where's my mistake this time? Ah! Oh! Oh, it's deviating for the same thing. Damn it! Fuck off, Shizo! Where are all my things, all the things that I needed? Come on. No. No, I said no. I said I didn't want that. Ah, do I? I would like my reds, please! Okay, red is not the alternative. Ah, that is the 2 chain that I want. Son of a bitch game. Wow. Was that fast enough? There. You are. Just say it's over! There. It took a minute! Is she only gonna attack with 1 chains? You are kidding me. Where are my purples? I think this has been a terrible fight for both me and Relu. Okay, where did I went? Where did things go wrong? Where did things go south? Okay, 2 chains for the win. Two chains for the win. Ah. Yokoso kokomade. Ah, son of a bitch. What? Duh. Duh. Okay, I have a mess. So this is what it has been reduced to. Okay. Yeah. There she goes. So in short, I don't want to just play Puyo 2 with new plot. I want to play a new game. Something that leaves me like at all, like wow. I want to see the Puyo characters in more settings than just Puyo, 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 Puyo 2, Puyo 2, Puyo 2 every single time. I want them to challenge those notions. There. So what I want is something more, and Mado Monogatari Fee and the Wonders Academy is pretty much the more that I wanted. And so we're just gonna finish the stream for today. Yep, that's it. Let's fall to it. Let's read to someone from I'm scared of rating to anyone in this list because everyone's got like big numbers, big boy numbers, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, let's rate out to Ryumi. Let's rate out to Ryumi, and with us, I'll see you tomorrow for Puyo Tetris 2. Funny that we've played 2 Puyo games in a row. See you all, and have a good rest of your days!